this up and running. It was a lot of work to make this happen. Okay. Just food reviews and Batman Calzony live stream. Does that look? Ah, good enough. Okay, right on. Okay, let's check out the Batman Calzony. So I worked overtime today, went in for a day of overtime. It was a funny story. What happened to my Batman Calzony? Okay, there we go. What's going on, Homer? I'll just do this. Let's get a beer going here. So yeah, I get called in for overtime for training for rigging and hoisting. So I get there at 8 o'clock and the teacher doesn't show up. And so I'm supposed to be on days off, so it's the other crew working right now. And the boss comes and he's like, well, if this guy doesn't show up in 10 minutes, he's like, I got work for you guys. I'm just like, I'm not staying. This is supposed to be my day off. I'm not going to work. But the teacher did show up, so it wasn't that bad. Yeah, I thought it was supposed to be all classroom work. So we're sitting in a classroom, and then it's around lunchtime. He's like, okay, so after lunch, go gear up, and we're gonna go hoist some stuff around the yard. It's like, oh, I didn't want to put on my work clothes. It's a pretty easy day though. Easy money. Yeah, right on. Okay, let's get this thing out here. I want to try and keep it looking like the Batman. All right, mission accomplished. So there it is, the Batman Calzony. And when I reviewed it, it was crappy because it was on Monday and I still had 2 days of work. And if you guys watch the show or watch the live streams, you know that when I'm in work mode, I only eat fruits and vegetables for the week. That's how I don't get fat. So I only had the one piece that I reviewed, and then it sat in my fridge for 2 days. And then I kind of picked at it on the Wednesday, but this is my first fresh one that I can eat. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna ruin the Batman. I'll have a piece here. Oh, I should have got my Parmesan cheese. Oh well. I love the crazy sauce. So good. I'm still going to do the Saturday live stream. It's just I worked overtime today. I didn't want to come home and cook dinner. So might as well do the Batman Calzony and make a video. Do a live stream. Life was once easier. How's it going? I forgot it was St. Patrick's Day. Someone mentioned that today at work, actually. I'm going to see if I have green food coloring. I might. I don't. I remember what happened now. I did grab my Parmesan cheese. I remember last time I cleaned out my pantry, the food coloring tipped over and then there was this big green spot. I only had green for St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, all fruits and vegetables for 7 days in a row. And yeah, it's a lot. So what I do is if I'm on day shift, I bring an apple, an orange, and a banana to work, and then I'll eat that around 3 p.m. And then I'll come home and I'll make like a giant plate of mushrooms, broccoli, cauliflower, cucumber, carrot, and I'm missing one. Something else, celery. And then after that, I'll make like a big spinach salad with just balsamic vinegar on it for dressing. And then that's it. And then if I'm on night shift, I won't eat the fruit at work, but I'll also make like either rice or like just a bean chili or something to have something else. No, I don't miss living in Manitoba. No, I don't really miss it, but there are some nice things about it, other than the winter, which sucks. Summer is always nice in Manitoba. Once you get in the spring, it's just bugs, like mosquitoes and everything everywhere. But once you get into the summer, Manitoba is a good time. It works. I lose about a pound to 1.2 pounds a day that way, easy. And it's just discipline. Once you get used to it, though, it's no problem. And then on my days off, I can eat whatever I want, within reason. No, I have no kids. Never been married. Never had any kids. So I got a niece and 2 nephews that are in Winnipeg. Pretty close with my niece. We text all the time. She's 20 now. I'd love to visit Singapore. So how did you know about Manitoba? Are you from Canada and then you moved there? That was kind of a strange comment with the Manitoba and you're in Singapore. Yeah, that's how I do it too. Well, I don't binge after, but you can I know eating fruits and vegetables is healthy, but I definitely don't think that's healthy what I'm doing because by the time I work Wednesday to Tuesday, and by the time Monday rolls around, so I've been eating just fruits and vegetables for 6 days. And I come home and I go to the gym on Thursdays and Mondays. And when I go on the treadmill on Mondays, I have no gas. I'm like, it's almost painful. So I started eating a can of beans or something before just to give myself the energy, and that really helps. But if I just go in with just eating the fruits and vegetables, that's the tough 45 minutes of running for sure. This isn't bad. This is the Sleeman's Honey Brown. It's always on sale, so I always get it. But my favorite beer is the Alexander Keith's Red Amber Ale. Delicious. I don't think it is sugar because the fruit should have kicked in. to give me some more juice. And then I thought I wasn't taking in enough salt, so I brought I bought a big bag of pretzels, and I brought the day that I had to go running, I brought a small little bag of pretzels with me to eat that, and it didn't help. The only thing that helped was when I would eat like a full can of beans a few hours before I'd go running. That helped huge. So I know that's what it is. It's just I'm just not eating enough, and your body needs fuel. Oh yeah, so you're well traveled, you know. And Chris Jericho, yeah. If I ever do go back to Winnipeg to visit, I have to get the Jericho pizza from DJ's and try that. Oatmeal would help for sure, but let me try a piece of this. With beans, at least I can put hot sauce all over it at work. I can just heat it up in the microwave. Let's try this side. Oh, that's there's the creamy garlic sauce. I'm like, what is this? So for the live streams, I'm going to start looking at news stories that jumped out at me during the week, and we can review them here just so I have something to talk about, right? But one that I really liked, it was from the Vancouver Sun, and what a paper this is. What a, totally biased paper. Garbage. And so on March 11th, we were our Queen Bonnie Henry, who's unelected, but she gets to make all our health decisions for us, decided that we don't have to wear masks anymore. And we're getting rid of the passport on April 8th as well. So the next day in the newspaper, it was this woman, and she wrote a letter to all, imagine this, like just little kids, and she wants them to keep wearing masks because she wants her kid to, she said her husband is at risk. So she wrote a letter to all these parents saying, hey, can your kids keep please wearing masks because my husband is very ill and he might catch whatever. Can you imagine this? Like your kid just wore a mask for like the last 2 school years and they're finally allowed to not, and some parent requests that your kid keep wearing it. So whatever, but then the news story put the tweet that this woman tweeted, so I got to see who she was. And she's a professor of sociology from the University of British Columbia. I just burst out laughing. Like she had her pronouns there. And it's not about, it's not like what would be the what would be the logical decision there? Obviously, if your husband is that sick, you would keep your own kid home, right? And keep him away from that situation. You wouldn't be letting, but it's about control. This woman wanted control over other people. That's all it comes down to. I don't know. That whole story, it made me laugh and angry at the same time. I'm a fan of the New York Jets. Not the Winnipeg Jets, but I'm from Winnipeg and I used to be a hockey fan, so I got the Jets glasses. Yeah, local media is trash. Pretty much, notice all of Canadian media is trash. Even in Kamloops, just our small little news cable, whatever it is, CFJC, just totally toes the company line. Whatever they're saying in Canada, they jump on it and they go with it. Pretty much whatever you see in the news. And it's sad that a lot of people don't realize this, is it's just propaganda. But people from other countries who have noticed this for a long time, they know right away. And in Canada, we kind of used to have real news, but we don't anymore. Maybe a few articles from National Posts are legit, but it's pretty much just whatever they're saying, the opposite is what's happening. Oh, my two mods are here. What's up, Brenda? Yeah, it's good. I like Little Caesars. I like their sauce. There, Neil, you're the one who wanted the Batman, so here it is. Worked overtime today and picked it up on the way home. Magic? No, I never ever do that. Never. Is yeah, that's right. That's about the kid there. It was just about this woman who's obviously a sociology teacher, but felt the need that she wanted to have control over other people. That's all it is. That's all it is. Or else she would just keep her kid home. Mm-hmm. That's what it's. Real mainstream media now is independent media, independent journalism. So it's worth it to go out and find a few people that you trust that are actually reporting. Philip DeFranco, who's that? Yeah, so the mandates finally got removed in Manitoba, and you look right away to the newspaper. They're like, even with the mandates gone, most people still like wearing masks. Well, BS. I can go to Superstore right now and see that that's not true. It was the exact same thing that happened the last time they got rid of the masks. The first day I went there, it was like 60% of people were still wearing them and about 40% weren't. And then the very next day it changed huge. It was like 70% of people aren't, 30% are. And now you go there, it'd be like 85% aren't. And there's a few people that still are. Whatever, and I don't care, whatever. It's just, the news just lies about it. It makes it sound like people still want to do this. And BS. What is TransLink? Is that a pipeline? I know I'm in BC. I noticed this too. So April 8th, I can go for wings again. Maybe something might change. Or is TransLink the bus company? I thought private companies in BC could be sued if they impose the V. Yeah, well, it is dirt cheap. This was $10. My favorite chain though is probably still Pizza Hut, just because of their pepperoni. That pepperoni is so delicious. It's so salty, but salty delicious. Yeah, this is good. I just on the live streams I put up the Batman Calzony, and a lot of people did want me to eat it, but it never won. So I figured whatever, I'm not gonna make dinner tonight. Might as well pick one up on the way home. But we're still gonna do the Saturday live stream. But this is just, it's bonus because I didn't want to make dinner tonight. Oh, it's a Crown Corporation. Yeah, you're screwed. SkyTrain. Oh, okay. It was so, you can tell it was such a, I guess corrupt is the best word, because it was the same, other than the federal employees, and you guys got screwed, and that sucks. But for like health workers, like, I mean, we even had the mandate here for health workers, and they pushed it basically right up until the day, and then they walked it back, right? And almost every other province did the same thing. You know, Quebec did that, and Ontario. Yeah, we have nothing new from Pizza Hut in a while. They have this new, it's like a small box. It's like $10. It's got a small pizza, a couple of wings. I'm not going to review that. It's just their regular stuff, just in a smaller box. Moody Milo, yeah, you're 20 minutes late. There's still some food left here. Stuffed crust too. Do you remember that? I don't remember that. I never got into Delicios when they first came out. I think I might have had one. I didn't know that the sauce had the pepperoni in it. I remember being drunk. I used to work at a grocery store when I was very young. And I had keys to the store because I was responsible. But being drunk one night, me and my friend went in there and we stole a whole bunch of Delicios. And yeah, lucky didn't get fired for that one. Didn't get caught. Yeah, well, because in the US, for the first time in my life, I'm truly jealous of Americans. And I always like the States and stuff. I don't mean anything bad by that, but anytime someone tries to screw you over, like 50 people turn around and sue them. So anytime there was like a mandate or something, like a whole bunch of people would turn around and take them to court right away. And that just, it doesn't happen in Canada. Like, that's awesome. You hear all these cases like, no, no. Oh. Usually when someone does a live stream, it pops up half an hour before. Maybe that's a setting that I'm supposed to do and I don't know about it. But this was just, I was at work and I wasn't sure when this course was going to end, this rigging and lifting course. What I got here? I have another piece here. Trying to get a little full. Yeah, so I think it's fun if we do the live streams and I have a couple of these BS news stories that we can just go over them together. We'll see if they say there's a new variant in the fall, but I hope it's done with. I mean, the economy is already destroyed. I mean, if that was the goal, then it's over, right? With the now inflation, everything's a mess right now. I think it's hard for anybody to be comfortable knowing where you're going because nobody knows what's happening right now. Well, maybe when you I'm not telling you guys to do this, but I know most YouTubers do this, like hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit the bell. I'm not doing that, but I think maybe if you hit the bell, it should notify you when you hit go. I don't know, most, if I'm subscribed to a channel and they're going live, I usually get like a half an hour notification, half an hour warning. Yeah, but that popcorn chicken pizza was no good. I didn't like the popcorn chicken on there. I'm pretty sure I smashed it. Well, that's no good. That's no good 3 hours later. I got I got coupons for McDonald's and Taco Bell, so that'll be on the poll for Saturday. Whatever I have coupons for. As this Little Caesars is getting cold, it's not as good. Not even close. Yeah. Now it just tastes like cheap pizza. Yes, it had corn on it. Well, yeah, you gotta get a Taco Bell. I used to get 4 soft tacos and a nacho cheese, and you just dip open up the taco, put the hot sauce in, close it up, and then dip it in the nacho cheese. I like some stuff, but it's fast food, right? Like most of the stuff, especially the new items, are just going to be garbage. So for tomorrow, I want to do a viewer request that I've been putting off for a long time, and then somebody wanted me to do this Arby's double stuffed Reuben. So I've never done that, so we can do that one too. Maybe might do a Sunday video or maybe Monday. Monday I gotta leave open in case something big comes out. Is that true? Is it a different Demolition Man, or is it the same Demolition Man movie, but they just switched out Pizza Hut for Taco Bell? Yeah, it had gravy on it too. It wasn't good. It wasn't good. Oh yeah, this is it sucks now. Like look at this. This just looks like the cheapest pizza in the world. It was good though. Fresh. Yeah, so basically just come into the review thinking that it's gonna suck, and then be happy if it doesn't suck. But just like 75% of the stuff is gonna get smashed because it's garbage. What did I do yesterday? Oh, that 7-Eleven pizza. Oh, I was so mad about the pesto drizzle. Like the guy working there was just on his phone. I'm like, hey, you got this new taco pizza? He's like, yeah. He's like, do you want me to cook it for you? I'm like, yes. And then he goes back to texting. Totally forgot the drizzle. Nuclear noodles is, I know there's 3 times spicy now, but I haven't seen them around here. Yeah, they're the closest I had. We had a Swiss Chalet here. It closed 2 years ago, and then I was driving to Kelowna to do Harvey's and Swiss Chalet. I did their chicken sandwich. So I went there. When was that? August, and then I went back in October, and it was gone too. So that one's gone. So there's none close to me. Omicron B, yeah, but it's enough. Like if it's, if this is an actual, deadly pandemic, I want to see bodies. I want to see sick people everywhere. I mean, I never saw that the whole time. It was mainly older people or people that were really sick. Chicken cubes, yeah, garbage. Like travel to for food or traveled when I've gone traveling. I think my two favorites, Greece and Spain were my two favorites. Yeah, Greece and Spain in general. Yeah, Greece and Spain. Spain probably just barely beats out Greece. Still dirty, yeah. Still a little dirty from the 7-Eleven yesterday, but I'll give her a wash tonight. Yeah, Varuna, I've seen that meme before too. The funniest meme I saw was, I don't know if you guys saw this, it was with Tony Fauci, and he was explaining the V, and he's like, he's in a house, and like one of the squares, he's like, it's 100% effective. And then he's in the next one, and he's kind of walking away from the guy, and he's like, it's 80% effective. And then he's running away from the guy. He's like, it's 70% effective. And then he's running like long on, and he turns around, he's like, it's AIDS. That was super funny. I don't know if you guys saw that one, but it was the first half of it was good, and then it started to get cold, and then it just tastes like cheap pizza. Save the rest of this. The cauliflower Kalkin. Oh yeah. Batman Calzony. I know I already reviewed it. I forget what I gave it, but I would still pass it. I would give it a 7. Now that I've eaten a lot of it. Oh, so no one would know what a Taco Bell is. So I guess it's the same company, right? That owns Taco Bell and Pizza Hut. I just did a super good clean yesterday. The pizza I smashed yesterday didn't really make a big mess. You know, a few globs here and there, but let's get that right there. A sip of beer. It's the sauce they use at Little Caesars. I love it. And I love the crazy sauce. Like other than the pepperoni is nothing special. Their crust. Actually went to the Aberdeen one, the Sahali one. I stopped going there because there was a guy working there and I didn't care for him. I thought he was a dick. But he wasn't there today. I don't know if he still works there, but I stopped going there for a long time. I was only going to the one on the North Shore. I was thinking about the drizzle all day yesterday. I was like, how could you forget that? This is, it's called the Taco Pizza with Drizzle, and it's even in the title. Oh yeah, the crazy sauce is the best. And the crazy sauce is the same as the pizza sauce. I looked it up because somebody asked last time. Okay, I'm going to smash this and then go. Okay. Not bad at all. Happy with that. There's a new pizza place that opened in town too. And pizza, okay, so you guys know, if you watch, you know that I love Pizza King, even though they did those terrible subs that one time. And they closed down. But I found out they closed down because that whole building's going to get ripped down and they're going to build a big giant condo complex there. And Pizza King's going back on the first floor there. So it will be back. It's my favorite place. What's up, Bieber Ninja? Yeah, no mess at all. I was happy for that. I'm happy for that. When I do the review and I smash, that's just part of the review. I'm scheduled to clean up time after, but when I do the live stream, I don't want to clean up after. And it's always Taco Bell. When I do Taco Bell, it's the worst because it's just it comes out like a shotgun, especially if it's a wrap. And plus it's like half lettuce. And like, how are you going to sweep up lettuce? You can't do anything about it. You got to let it dry. And when it dries, it sticks to the floor. So you got to peel it off and then you can sweep it up. Hey, what's up, Edna? Just doing a very rare Thursday live stream because I worked overtime today. Yeah, that was so funny this morning. It's like the teacher doesn't show up. And so the shift boss for the other crew comes in. He's like, yeah. He's like, I got work for you guys. I'm just like, yeah. And so I was there with one other guy that I usually work with. And so he's like, oh, okay. I'm like, dude, I'm not staying. I'm not changing into my gear and going to work. He's like, no. I'm like, no. But the teacher showed up. But whatever. It's fun. Oh yeah, some of the cleanup is a nightmare. You know, my ceiling is ruined. Totally ruined because I wiped the stucco off of the top, and that wall, ever since the very second smash I ever did with the Taco Bell with the ranch sauce, the ranch got into the paint, game over. Got sick on the 10th, so just a few days ago. Yeah, I haven't been sick the whole time. Nothing. I rarely get sick anyways. The last time I got sick I got strep throat 4 years ago. I remember it perfectly because I was working 7 days, and then I was going to Italy for my holidays, and my boss was on holidays, so it was the lead hand took over, and he's a giant dick. And I knew that if I called in sick, he was going to be like, oh, Jesse's just getting ready for his trip or whatever. So I worked the whole week. I'd go to my machine and just, that week went by so fast. Because, you know, when you're sick, you kind of doze out and you come back, it's like 3 hours later. That's what was happening at work. But I made it. Then I made it to Italy. Yeah, at my work, when this first started, the mine captain came around and he gave this speech. It was funny, you know. He's like, well, this is going around now, and he's like, there's going to come a point where there's only going to be like, you know, maybe 4 or 5 of us here, and that never happened. Except the exact opposite happened, because if you called in sick, then you had to quarantine, and if you had to quarantine for 2 weeks, you didn't get sick pay. You had to call and file a claim for what is it called? Workers' compensation or whatever. You had to go through that. So nobody was calling in sick. So it was actually the opposite happened. More people that would usually call in sick all the time stopped calling in sick. All right. Okay, I'm full. That's the best. The best is working overtime and getting overtime pay and coming home, and I still have a few days off and just relax and have a beer. And yeah, I just made some good money today. Well, I work at the mine, right? The underground miner, but today was just training, rigging and hoisting training. But the thing is that the teacher didn't show up right away. He was half an hour late. So the crew that was on, they just thought they were just going to keep us there and we were just going to go to work. I'm like, no, I'm going to go back home to my bed. All right. Okay. Well, thanks for showing up, guys. So we're still going to do the live stream on Saturdays. I just didn't want to make dinner tonight, so I figured I'd do this. So regular live stream on Saturday. I'm going to do a video tomorrow. There'll be a review up, and then yeah. So I'll zoom in on the food and get you guys out of here. Have a good night.